Hello everyone. Today let's talk about how to solve problem like a product manager. Problem solving is a skill, and if you want to master it like a product manager, stay tuned because I'm starting this series problem solving bootcamp. And let's start with simple framework for how to approach any problem. Important points to understand is that PMs, they think in systems. So the skill that you actually need to learn is how to approach any problem systematically. This contains few key components. First is big picture thinking. Second is asking the right questions and understanding expectations. So you shouldn't be starting with solution. You should be starting with a problem and understanding what will be as a result when the problem is solved. So not how to solve the problem, but what you expect as a result of the solution. And we can illustrate this through a simple picture where you have a problem and then you have something in future when this problem is solved. So problem solving skills is what happens here, right? But where you need to start is to understand what's happening here and not what's happening here. And this brings us to a super simple framework that I use to approach any problem. And we will be using this framework to address all of the problems throughout the series. When this concept is clear, then you need to basically answer three simple questions. Where you are right now, this is the key component where you need to understand how the problem is actually looks like, why this problem exists in the first place, and not solutions and not the expectations, but basically collect all the data around why and what is the problem. Second question is where you want to be. So where is it that you want to get with the solution? So again, not about how you solve the problem, but what is the expected outcomes. Basically, this step is setting up your goals for your solution. What the outcome of the solution should look like. And the last question is, what are the steps that you should take, or what are those things that missing from what you're doing right now to get to the expected outcomes? And if we look into this setup right now, basically we have our problem. So we know where we are right now. What we need around this is all the details, how we get there, who is this problem for, and all other questions. Then our goal is here, right? So what is it that we expect as the result? Is it improvement of something? Is it fix for something? Basically, you need to find what metric should be changing, right? So let's say right now with your problem, you are procrastinating too much. So metric is you procrastinate less. Or from professional life, you are not moving with your project because of whatever problems that you have. So the expected metric and expected improvement of a metric is you actually get to your milestones on time, so you deliver on the deadlines, and so on. And then the last one is what are the steps that you should take, right? So what you are not doing right now so this problem stays with you. There is one simple idea around all of this called signal to noise ratio. Basically, everything that you do should be more or less tied to what are the goals that you set for yourself. Steve Jobs was saying, what are those top 3 things that I need to complete within next 18 hours? And he was going and doing only those things. the rest out of steps that you need to drive your goals, the rest is noise. So you need to focus on things like signal to noise ratio. And when you do this, and these steps take actually 80% of the time, it means that you're actually moving towards your solution and not out of it. Because when you increase noise, then you start moving backwards. So that's it. Super simple framework for how to approach any problem is asking the right question, looking in big picture, and setting the right expectations and understanding the expectations. Ask 3 simple questions: where you are right now, where you need to be, and what are the steps that you are doing or not doing that stop you from getting to the point where you need to be. In the next video, I'm going to apply this approach on practical problems, so stay tuned so you don't miss this. Like this video, and thanks.